The current generation Toyota Highlander hit the scene in 2014. Since then, it's underwent a mid-cycle update a couple of years ago, but it's still simply old compared to newer three-row crossovers out now, like the Chevy Traverse, Honda Pilot, Subaru Ascent, and Volkswagen Atlas. But the Highlander has shown staying power. Somehow, it's turned in its best sales year in 2018, selling more than 244,000. So heading into its 6th model year existence, this Highlander Limited has got some momentum that I'm sure Toyota hopes to keep riding. Unfortunately, that momentum will have to continue without the help of any noteworthy styling revisions. The outside of the 2019 Highlander is almost entirely carryover to still be its fairly bland, understated self. The only tiny update on this limited trim level are the chrome LED fog lights. Inside, there are 0 changes. The layout is still intuitive with big HVAC controls, there are lots of spots to stash things, good passenger space in the front couple of rows, and nearly 83 cubic feet of cargo space with both rows of rear seats folded. However, the overall design is looking dated. Material quality is just okay, and the third row only has enough space for small passengers. You're not going to want to stuff adults back there unless you don't particularly care for them. The in-tune infotainment tech remains responsive and easy to work through, offering things like standard navigation, JBL audio, and Bluetooth. However, it lacks Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a Wi-Fi hotspot that, along with the less than vibrant screen graphics, are another indication of the Highlander's advanced age. But if you want a closer look at all the infotainment and safety tech found inside of here, you can check out our separate tech check video. Power in the Highlander is a 3.5-liter V6 making 295 horsepower and 263 pound-feet of torque. It works with an 8-speed automatic transmission that, with all-wheel drive, returns an EPA estimated 20 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway. Toyota says it lets the Highlander pull up to 5,000 pounds. It's a buttoned-up drivetrain, smooth engine, well-timed gearbox shifts. Throttle response at tip-in is lazy, but after that it just goes. So pulling out in the traffic and making passes aren't an issue at all. Comfort is the name of the game when it comes to the Highlander's handling, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that. In fact, on the crummy roads here in Michigan with frost heaves and potholes, the cushier suspension is great. Sure, there's a lot of movement under braking and through corners, but it's not sloppy. Steering is lightly weighted and has some play on center, making the car not particularly fun to drive, but that's just kind of part of the car's character. And with all-wheel drive and decent Bridgestone tires, it gets through snow just fine. At the end of the day, I prefer something that's a little livelier to wheel around, like a Pilot or a Mazda CX-9. However, I do understand why this old Highlander still sells so well. It's a comfortable and competent crossover, which a lot of people are looking for. The 2019 Toyota Highlander starts at $32,625 with a base 4-cylinder engine and front-wheel drive. But as with most cars in this segment, the price can climb quickly. Case in point, this well-equipped all-wheel drive limited model here stickers for $45,000. What would I do? Well, I've already said a Pilot or CX-9 would get my money, but if you're looking for a solid and comfortable 3-row crossover, I wouldn't blame you if you want the Toyota. The only other thing I'll say to that is that an all-new Highlander generation should be appearing real soon, so it may be worth waiting a little if you can.